Good afternoon, evening. I'm surprised people even take me seriously because all my videos are at the end of long days or in the morning before I've gotten ready. I think I've done a couple where I looked coiffed. But anyway, good afternoon. I have been inspired once again. Actually, I'm always inspired, but I just don't make the time to share all my inspiration with you. So today's is titled, "Do not take it personally." Okay? And what I'm going to share today, and I'm sharing regarding real estate because that's my thingy, but it's something that we can take, and this kind of revelation we can take and use in our daily life. Okay? So I'll give you an example. Recently, I was working with some clients, and they were older, and when we would put an offer in on a place, they would say, and then there was a competing offer, and the agent would say, well, they would counter us or say, well, we have another offer, and do you want to, is that your highest and best, or do you want to change it, right, in light of the fact that we have another offer? And so in this market, a lot of times we will change our offer, right? We'll go full price. Maybe initially we were going to go $5,000 less or whatever, right? But now, knowing that there's a competing offer, and we think about the likelihood of getting another home that's similar, or just another home in this market, we realize, well, we thought we might be able to get a deal on this, but now we don't. So let's just go full price, and we'll be okay with it, right? So, my clients, they said, well, we're not going to play this game, and why all of a sudden is there another offer, right? And I'm like, well, because there's another offer. It's not like the seller or the agent's making it up. They're just letting us know that there's another offer, and you can do what you want. You can increase your offer, you can leave it the same. It's up to you. I want to know if there's another offer in, because so that I know if I want to change my offer or reevaluate how important this property is to me, right? And when they were countered on their offers, they were offended and they took it personally, like the seller was playing games, and we're not going to play these kind of games. And I'm like, it's not a game. It's called a counter offer. There's another offer, and they're giving us the first chance at it. And if we say yes, we can move forward. If we say no, then they're going to go with the other offer. It's nothing to be offended by. It's just the fact that they even gave you the first chance to move forward is a blessing, so at least you can say, no, I don't want to move ahead of that, but you don't lose it altogether, right? So there's other things that happen when you're on the selling side, okay? So as buyers, don't take it personally if the seller says, no, I want more money for my property. I've got competing offers. You better do your best job. Don't take it personally. It just is what it is, right? Now, when you're selling a home, and maybe your home's got some flaws, or maybe someone offers a low price, or they get a little nitpicky, don't take it personally. Just look at it from the standpoint as if you were buying a home, right? How would you want to be treated? How would you want the seller to respond if there were similar issues? And if you wouldn't care, whatever, you can say, well, these issues are not, you don't have to get mad at the buyer. You can just be like, hey, the house is in good shape. It's got standard issues, small items that are standard for the age of the home. And, we'll credit you $500, or we're not going to credit you anything. The house is in good shape. These are things, if you want to deal with them, you're welcome to, but we're not going to deal with them at this price, right? But we don't have to be offended if a buyer says, hey, your bathroom's too small, or, your floor plan isn't as desirable as other floor plans. Well, I don't know. So what? We liked it. No, don't get offended. Just, that's okay. I understand that. But then we come back with, okay, well, the floor plan may be not desirable to some people, but we really prefer this floor plan. Like me personally, I like a floor plan that is divided. I like 2 separate living rooms and 2 separate dining rooms. I don't want a one big house with one big room. It's just I prefer it with different rooms. Okay, but not everybody does. So in life, and let's just take it in life, but we're applying this in real estate. If I'm submitting an offer, I make it clear to my buyers we have to be careful not to offend the seller. And so we come before them, Lord willing, graciously with information that helps them understand where we're coming from, right? So that they won't be offended, right? And if you're a seller and there's a buyer that comes to you that is seemingly difficult or whatever, we can say, okay, we're not going to be offended, but we're going to get a feel for this person and see if we even want to work with them, because if they are going to be a nightmare to work with, we might just say, let's avoid this in the beginning, right? We're not offended. We can just look at it unemotionally and say, okay, we're not going to go there. Another thing is, when the house doesn't appraise, especially in this market, you got the most you're going to get right now. So just be grateful and move forward. Okay? And it is what it is. Don't be offended at the appraiser. Yes, I was pretty bummed out at a couple appraisers recently, but at the end of the day, there's nothing I can really do about it. So don't lose your peace. Don't get rattled. Stand back as if you're looking at things from someone else's perspective. So if you're selling your house, it's starting to get a little stressful, stand back as if you're a friend, watching you sell your house. So like, if you look at it like my friend selling their house and they're going through this situation, what would you say to that friend, or how would you encourage them to move forward or stay calm or resolve it, right? And then that kind of takes away that personal stress. Okay, so anyway, we don't have to take on any offense that we don't want to. Like, offense is just a burden that we don't have to bear. It doesn't produce anything good. There's no fruit to it other than stress and misery. So anyway, when you work with me, I like to think that I'm pretty good at that, even though things get stressful. How we walk it out together, how we help each other out, how we process it, how we address it, how we prepare for obstacles really helps minimize stress. So when you're buying, I already go in thinking, okay, this is an older home in this area. This is what we're going to be thinking about. This is what we're prepared to do. I saw this, I saw that. So let's be prepared to deal with it. Same thing when I sell homes. Hey guys, I'm not trying to stress you out, but when a buyer comes in and an inspector comes in, they're going to be saying this, that, and the other, and these are going to be the challenges we're going to face, and we're going to want to prepare to already move ahead through those issues and not be offended when they come up, because we already know. Okay, so anyway, communication, step back, look at it as if you're someone else, and don't involve your emotional trauma in it. Just step back and evaluate it as if it was someone else's situation, so that you can think clearly and get through it. So I'm here for you, and Orlando is here for you, Corpus Christi and Houston. Have a great day.